Hey y'all, it's Robert, and in today's video, I'm going to be making a realistic hamburger cake. Now, realistic cakes aren't really my thing. I like to do more of the cartoon whimsical styles, so I'm gonna have to do a lot of different techniques to really pull this type of design off. The first thing I'm gonna do is tort and level all of my cake layers. And these are 8-inch cakes, and I also have an 8-inch dome cake because this will be the easiest way for me to make the top of the hamburger bun. Once all the cakes are leveled and torted, I'm then going to add simple syrup to each of them because I do have to carve this cake a little bit and I don't want it to dry out as I work on it. I'm stacking the cake up with vanilla buttercream, and because this cake has so many layers, I'm going to make this a double barrel cake. So I'm adding some dowels that I cut all the same exact size and then inserted those into the cake. Then I placed the cake board on top before I continue to stack the cake. So because I still have to add the fillings to this cake, like the hamburger patties and the cheese, I'm going to carve out just the middle section of this cake. That way I'll have enough room to add these later. Now that the cake is all carved, I'm now going to add a thin crumb coat just to make sure I keep all of those crumbs trapped so they don't end up in the final coat. For the final coat, I'm using chocolate ganache, and this is a 3-to-1 ratio, and I made sure that this was combined and really smooth before I begin to add it to the cake. I'm adding the ganache in sections first, starting with the buns, and then I'm using an acetate sheet to really smooth those out, and then for the middle portion, I'm using a small cake comb to really get that smooth. While the ganache is setting, I'm rolling out modeling chocolate because this is what I'll be using to cover the cake. And the easiest way to do this is to do it in sections, so I'm going to start with the top of the hamburger bun first. Once the top bun is completely covered and smooth, I'm then going to add more to the bottom in the middle section of the cake. And then I'm going to take some modeling tools and start adding some indentations into it because a hamburger bun wouldn't be perfectly smooth. Now that the cake is covered in modeling chocolate, I can finally start adding some color to it. I'm mixing together brown food coloring with vodka, and I'm going to take a really fluffy brush and start patting the color onto the cake. And I'm going to make sure that the top of the bun is the darkest and it'll be lighter as I go down the sides of the cake. I'm doing the same exact thing for the bottom bun, but I'm making sure that the top of the bottom bun is a little darker as if it was toasted. I still have to add sesame seeds to this cake, but I'm going to save that for last. So for now, I'm going to start working on the meat patties. For the hamburger patties, I'm rolling brown modeling chocolate into a log, and then I'm balling up aluminum foil and pressing that into the modeling chocolate, and that's going to give it a more meat-like texture, and that sounds kind of gross, but it did work. I'm now taking the modeling chocolate and wrapping it around the cake to make the patty, and now I just have to color it. This cake is going to be a double cheeseburger, so I have to add the layer of cheese before I add the next patty. For the cheese, I colored some modeling chocolate yellow and then cut it into triangles, and I added 4 of these around the cake, and then I used a torch to really make it look like it was melting over the patty. I'm adding 2 toppings to this cake, and that's lettuce and tomatoes. And for the tomatoes, I colored some modeling chocolate red and then cut it out into a circle and then cut it in half, and then I placed some of those around the cake. And then I'm going to go back with a darker red and paint the edges of that tomato to really make it look like how an actual tomato would look. The lettuce is a little more tricky because I couldn't use modeling chocolate for this because it wouldn't be translucent and that would take away from the realism of this. So I'm going to be using rice paper instead. I'm crumbling up aluminum foil and then placing the rice paper on top. And then I colored some water lime green and I'm just going to brush it across this rice paper. It's going to soak up the water and it's going to start falling into the aluminum foil to really get that texture. And now I just have to let it dry. And to speed that up, I'm putting it in the oven on a really low temperature just to speed up that drying process. After the lettuce is dried, I'm going to break it up into pieces to add it to the cake. But first I'm painting the white modeling chocolate lime green just so that everything blends in. Now I'm gonna work on the final details. So for the sesame seeds, I'm using white modeling chocolate for this, and I'm just rolling it up and then squishing it with my fingers to make that sesame seed shape. And I had to make so many of these just to cover the bun. And the last thing to do was add an edible glaze to this cake to really make this cake pop and look more realistic. I'm adding the glaze to the meat patties and the tomatoes. And here it is. This is the hamburger cake complete. So there were a lot of parts to this cake and I had to do different techniques to each part to really make it look as realistic as I can get it. And I do think I did a good job. So if you like this cake, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And if there are any cake designs that you want to see me make, make sure you leave them in the comments below. And until then, I'll see y'all in the next video.